Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. I hope you will enjoy today's video, so let's just get into it.
So I'm just wondering, has anyone who's catcalled or pulled up next to someone walking ever had any success with that technique? Because it's weird, it's creepy, it's uncomfortable. I don't think anyone who's been wolf whistled at has enjoyed it. But there must be a reason why people continue to do it. Some guy literally just drove past me, drove back, pulled up next to me, was like, hey. I gave him a weird look because I was like, do I know you? And he was like, no, but I want to get to know you. What? Who are you? So if anyone has any success stories, let me know.
Anyone that is a bit older or anyone that has an IQ over a boiled egg will have a success story. That's how people used to meet before social media. Why do they keep doing it? Well, because for every single one of you crying about it, there's 10 of you saying that they are tired of dating apps and they want to meet someone face to face. I know this may be hard for you to comprehend when you call someone saying hey to you catcalling, but some people do want to meet someone face to face.
I found him. I found him on Hinge again. I haven't sent him a like yet because my immediate thought was, oh my god, I have to alert everyone. But I found him again. Oh my god. Okay, let me relook at his profile and see if I actually thought it was cute. Okay, he's updated his profile. And his prompts are now just X, because these weren't his prompts before. Okay, let me show you his prompts. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? I'm not sure. What do we do?
Well, you can suck an onion and maybe you won't be so annoying afterwards. And maybe for a future video, if you really have to pretend like you answer to a comment, try to delete the name from that comment so we don't see it your own comment you're responding to. Otherwise, we might think it's sad to respond to your own comment.
Men have been literally exposing themselves of being the biggest pick-me's on the planet. It's disgusting. And women, we've come together. We do not want y'all. Now men want to be like, oh, really? Well, we're going to do the 4G movement. Ha! We didn't want you guys first. How old are y'all? This is the exact birth control we needed. What makes you think we'd want to even settle down with y'all and then have kids with your genes, with that brain?
Who said anything about having kids? Just because they weren't smart enough to use protection and you gave them herpes in exchange for a cheap drink doesn't mean they wanted kids. Anyway, does anyone knows what this 4G is that she's talking about? I haven't seen anything like that on TikTok. I've seen the drizzle stuff, but not the 4G.
And do not get me started on the women who are actually agreeing with these men, these women who are kikiing with these men. Y'all are pick-me's too, and it's disgusting. We can see the extreme dynamic power difference between men and women, and we want to dismantle it. And for you to sit on the screen and agree with these dudes who are making comments, you're like, girl, please get out of here.
Oh, you mean someone like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's talking to her crush on the phone and you can see she's really not happy, unlike you. Or maybe someone like this.
How was it?
He's perfect, and I would love. No, I can't have a crush.
You like him.
No, nope.
Or maybe this lady that just got engaged. Yeah, you can see. Really unhappy, unlike you crying on TikTok, you can't get picked.
Hey men, I have a question for you. Would you rather have your daughter alone in the woods with a bear or a man? Please stitch this, put the comments in, say whatever you want. I really truly want to know the answer to this question. So would you rather have your daughter alone in the woods with a bear or a man?
It doesn't matter how many times you're gonna ask that question, how many of you are gonna ask that question, in whichever way you're gonna frame that question, the answer is gonna be always the same, with a man, not with a bear. It also doesn't matter, and I still don't care you don't like the answer. It's always gonna be, I would always rather have my daughter stuck in the woods with a man, not with a bear.
Okay, men, I got a question for you. I know. A legit question for you.
If you were to have a long line of women and they were all dressed differently, some were in a suit, some were in grungy outfit, some were in a sundress, some were just in, I don't know, t-shirt and shorts, which one would you go for first?
The one with the bigger boobs.
There's two options for women dating between the ages of 20 to 22. And here they are. You either don't, okay, and you wait it out until men hit the maturity curve of about 25. Or you're 21 dating a 26-year-old.
Oh, because women mature faster. Yeah, except that's only true when you're 15, 16, so not the best argument, but sure. I mean, of course, none of us ever saw how a 22-year-old lady acts when she's out, especially when she's surrounded by her girlfriends that are the same age.
Truly, there is no bigger villain than the guy who breaks the heart of your perfect, incredible, stunning, amazing, flawless princess of a best friend. That guy, public enemy number one.
And as a form of punishment, you should sleep with him. That will teach him. That right there could be the excuse of so many like you supporting your everything you've said before your best friend. That, or I'm sure whatever you were thinking of doing was equally as punishing, like making a TikTok about it. I can already imagine him crying in his bathroom about you posting a TikTok.
He left. My man left.
Well, I'm only saying this hoping it's gonna make you feel better, but he's not coming back either.
It was literally like the best weekend ever. And the scariest part is he's gonna see this because he found out about my TikToks last night.
All right, so I just watched another video of some atrocious statistic around women. And I went to the comment section and I saw this woman commenting, it's because society doesn't view women as human. And I think I've read a version of that comment 100 different times on 100 different posts. And I'm here to just say to all the women and the men that support women, can we take a step back and take our power back? Can we realize that we are society? There is no some magical society elsewhere. Women are society. Okay, I'm going to read some quick statistics here. Over 80% of purchases and purchase influence are made by women. Women make 91% of new home purchases. 66% of consumer wealth will belong to women in the next decade. That's from January 2023. We are the ones that make society grow and the economy. We have all the purchase power. We vote with our purchases, so stop buying from companies who have men in leadership positions that do not align with our values.
And what will those values be exactly? Oh, shut up, you misogynist, you don't support. What's there to support? You're crushing it, but somehow you still have to get that power back from whoever. I would for once love to see you make up your mind already and not contradict yourself in a single video. You either are the entire society, you have all the power, or do you still need to take your power back from crickets? Anyway, the lunatic that I am, I did have to go down this rabbit hole and search the internet for this power that they lost and give it back to them, because I do support women. It's everywhere to be found and nowhere really, because every single woman with an idea and with the power to write an article will tell you that they already have it, because women great, but somehow men are still holding them down. And we can go from something like this. A 2014 analysis of US Fortune 500 leadership found that firms with weak performance were likely to promote women into CEO position over white men, but that's an old study, and keep in mind it's a study, not an opinion, but it's still older, so we'll ignore it. There is also something like this, and keep in mind that this woman is writing for a living, and she's making the argument that women in the workforce are putting in 10% more work, because I mean, of course they do. This is her reasoning, and I'll quote. So basically, things men don't want to do are begin-handed to women, end quote. Then there's something like this about women-owned businesses, as this lady, she was talking about those type of businesses, and it goes like this. From 2019 to 2023, 2023, women-owned businesses growth rates outpaced the rate of men's 94.3% for numbers of firms, 252.8% for employment, and 82% for revenue. Women-owned businesses added 1.4 million jobs and 579 billion in revenue to the economy. When you consider the amount, $580 billion to the economy, you could say, wow, that's a huge number. But considering there are 14 million businesses that are owned by women, that's no longer a big number. In fact, it's pretty much peanut. But hey, I still support women and I believe women are awesome. And I'm not even joking. Unlike this lady that wrote this article, if you can call it this, apparently women are so awesome that they don't pollute. Even if they own, let's say, transport companies, maybe their employees no longer drive 18-wheelers and they ride bicycles. And I will quote, the above empirical analysis show that a female CEO significantly reduces her firm's overall emissions. Maybe these are the values this lady was talking about.
I finally found a sugar daddy.
It's the wrong one if you have to pay for it. But anyway, this is gonna be the end of the video. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.